Hey neighbors, we're going to talk about June bugs or Japanese beetles today and how to easily and quickly get rid of them. All right, come on, let's check it out. Hello neighbors, I want to talk about a serious problem today. June bugs or Japanese beetles. They start out as grub worms inside your soil, eating the roots of your grass. They come up through the ground and fly out as June bugs, and they start eating your plants. And you can see this plant right here is ate up. There's June bugs all over the place on this thing. You can see them flying around. Look right here. The June bugs are all over here on every leaf. They're eating apart my rose bush, and something has to be done here. Look at this. That's what a leaf looks like. Maybe even a couple hours of what a June bug or Japanese beetle can do. So they are ravaging this plant, and you have to do something about them or they'll just kill all your plants. So I'm going to show you today the quickest, easiest way to get rid of them. I've tried sprays on them. I've tried a lot of different things. This way is super cheap, is super effective, and it only takes a couple seconds to get it done. So check it out. June bugs. They're a problem, and we're going to get rid of them. Just look at the damage they do. They're just grouped up right here, eating on this rose bush. I really hope y'all don't mind that while I'm waiting on the Amazon truck to get here, I'm going to get a quick mow over the yard. So we just mowed the angle. Now we're going to give it another mow horizontally, and then we'll be good to go. Trying to beat the rain a little bit. You never know these days if it's going to rain or not. It always says it is, and then it's like a coin flip whether it will or not. So we're going to try to beat the alleged rain, and then we're going to talk about June bugs. As a matter of fact, I see the Amazon truck coming on the road right now, and I think it has my June bug traps in it. So let's wait and take a look at that. We're going to mow a little bit and wait for the Amazon truck to get here with hopefully the secret weapon against those Japanese beetles. How's it going? How's it going? You doing all right? Appreciate you, man.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, let's see what we got. There it is. We got the Japanese beetle trap, fresh from Amazon. We'll take a look and see what's in there. All right, let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see what's in the box. Got a package, the bait's in there, the bag's in there, and this right here just keeps the bag open so the June bugs can fly in there. And these things work very well. The Amazon guy's probably thinking it's very weird that I'm laying down in my yard right now, but that's okay. It is weird. Trying to get this thing open here. Things never open as quickly when you're on camera as they can when you're not on camera. There we go. Sometimes you got to use brute force. All right. So y'all got to see it fresh off the Amazon truck. We're seconds out from the Amazon truck. He's driving back by again, looking at me like I'm weird for laying in the yard. I know I'm weird. Let's see what we got here. We got our bag. I'll make sure that's opened up. We got our bait. So look here, you open up the bait. Just slide these inside each other. And then if I recall, just put the bait in there just like that. See the bait? That's going to attract Japanese beetles. Man, I'm sweating. It's humid out here in Georgia. I can't help it. Put the bait in there. It'll hold itself in there. Slide your bag onto it so it stays open. All right, so you slide your bag on there so it holds like that. Make sure your bag's open at the bottom. June bugs are going to be attracted to the bait. They're going to come in here. They're going to fall into the bag. Then they're going to be trapped in there and they're not going to be able to get out. All right, let's go set it up. Now, one thing you want to do is always set your trap up away from your plants because it's going to attract June bugs there. You want to attract them to your plants. When you got a small yard like me, you only got so many choices where to put it, but you want to put it 20 to 30 foot away downwind. All right, so here's what I've done. I stole a solar light holder from the mulch bed. We're gonna stab it in the yard. We're gonna hang it from there. See if we can get in there. So I'm taking it as far as I can away from the plants in my little yard. Tie it on there, make sure the bag's open because you want them to fall down in there. And we'll check this bag tomorrow and see where they come. Look, they're already going to the ground where I opened the box at. Look at this. It's already in the ground where I opened the box. So they're already being attracted to it. So there it is. I got it as far away as possible, kind of in between my neighbor's yard and my yard. That way maybe to get some June bugs out of his yard as well. I'll probably put a second one on that side of the property and we'll try to get rid of these stupid June bugs. But that bag will probably be full in a couple of days. That's the beauty of it. So this thing right here is not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's prettier than June bugs eating your plants. So put one out, put it along your fence line or something to attract them out there and watch it fill up and get rid of those June bugs. It's as simple as that, y'all. Hang the trap up, put the bait on it, and watch them stupid June bugs fly in there and they'll get trapped. Takes about 5 minutes, costs about 10 bucks, get rid of them June bugs. And remember, the grub worm killer we put down is trying to stop that cycle of June bugs, grub worms, June bugs, grub worms. We're trying to stop the cycle, kill them when they're grubs, capture them when they're Japanese beetles, and try to stop that cycle. I just set this thing up about 5 minutes ago, not even that. There's already a June bug crawling down to it. Look at that. We're not even 5 minutes set up and they're already coming over here. This thing's been set up for about not even 10 minutes. We already got like 4 of them in there. And they're gonna keep on coming. Whether you know it or not, Japanese beetles or June bugs are your enemy. Check this out. Quick tip. Some of the holes that I filled in recently, they weren't growing. I pulled up some Bermuda by the root out of some of my mulch beds and just transplanted it right in the middle of it. And that stuff is going to spread like crazy. That's a good way, a little cheater way to quicken your spread up and fill in those holes. Just pull it up out of your mulch bed. Look, I'll show you. Just go to your mulch bed. Normally these things would be irritating you and making you mad, but now they're going to be something that you're thankful for. Sort of do this one-handed, but you want to try to get the root. If you have to dig it, you can dig it, but a lot of times you can pull these bad boys up. You want to try to get as much root as possible. So you can see there, I got some of the roots. I tore a lot of the roots, but check this out. Starting to fill in. You got some runners going through there, but we're gonna speed this process up. Just taking my finger, digging down in there, super easy. Look at this. Putting those healthy Bermuda roots in there. Fixing up this yard and killing June bugs. Look at that. I'll keep that watered up. We'll be good to go. Hold on, we got an angry neighbor here. This neighbor is very difficult to deal with. Super angry all the time. Did you get your June bug trap up yet? Oh boy. Yeah, I know.
I got one behind the fence because I don't want Harper messing with it.
Yeah.
And then one right here by the tree. There's only a couple in it.
I put mine up there like 10 minutes ago, and it already has like 6 of them in there.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, that's right. Now we'll get them a mile away from here. No, don't touch it. All right, see ya.
Now look, I'm no rose bush expert here, but these knockout roses, pretty much you can trim them down to nothing and they'll grow back. But these June bugs did a lot of damage, and we don't want the plant trying to recover all that damage. So I'm gonna cut off most of it, put it inside my lawnmower bag. And we'll let the plant just grow back with fresh leaves. Again, I'm not an expert at this. But I've cut these things back to nothing multiple times a year, and they just grow back in weeks. Let's speed up this process a little bit and get it done. Now, some of y'all might have just watched me do that to that rose bush and been like, no, you're killing it. Well, that's okay. I don't know anything about these. I just know that I've cut them way back multiple times a year, and they just always grow back like crazy. I've never caused any real damage to them, and they always grow back and put off a lot of flowers. So I just want to cut off some of the damage. There's still some damage there. But if you know a better way to trim knockout rose bushes, just leave it in the comments below and I'll check it out. I'm always open to learning. So that's it for the June bugs and Japanese beetles. We're going to capture as many of them as we can, and then we'll get rid of them. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video so I can make more lawn tips going forward. Appreciate y'all, neighbors. See you next time. All right, here we are 24 hours later. We're going to do a quick check-in to see how many June bugs did we get. There's still a couple on the rose bush, but nothing like it was yesterday. It's very difficult to get a camera view down in the June bug bag, but there's probably about 20-25 June bugs in there. Not too bad. Again, it's really hard to see down in that bag. So that's it, guys. Really appreciate y'all joining me. Subscribe and like, and let's see if we can't get rid of all these June bugs in the neighborhood. See y'all next time.